start of the race?
Well, there's not as much rubber down there, so the track probably feels a little bit better. I imagine the groove by now is getting pretty slippery.
Saw Corelli. He's working the wheel. He's not just throttle steering that truck. He's really working the wheel.
I think he's got it figured out, though. He looks good.
You know, from Corelli's standpoint, though, if I had just passed the guy from the lead and still pressuring me, I would want that guy to be Ron Hornaday, because he will not run into you. He will not get into you. Hornaday, one of the cleanest guys out there. He won't give Corelli any trouble unless it's purely accidental.
All right, let's show you the lineup and positioning of the top 5 around this square 5/8 mile oval. Here are your 2 leaders, Corelli and Hornaday, and here is 3rd place Mike Skinner coming up, and back to the number 25 of Jack Sprague. So not a whole lot of distance separating the front runners.
Skinner has actually closed a little ground when Corelli and Hornaday were battling for the lead. Mike Skinner edged up just a little bit on him. He's closed that gap about 10 to 15 truck lengths. Randy?
Let's check with Randy.
No doubt about it, Glenn. They've got the watch on them down here in the children's pit. They got a smile on. I don't know if they have enough laps to do it. 19, but he's definitely coming. They're snapping the watch. He's closing in. Does he have enough time? We'll have to wait and see. He's been tough all year.
I don't think so. 19 laps?
I don't know. I think he's going to run out of time. If it stays green, he's going to run out of time.
Catching him's one thing, passing him is entirely another.
Especially when you're looking for your first win. Well, the gap is stabilized 1st to 2nd. Rick Corelli's Total Petroleum Chevy and the Papa John's Pizza Chevy.
That push is starting to show up in Hornaday's truck. Corelli appears to be just a little quicker in the short shoe there. When he gets right back in the gas, his truck turns and accelerates just a little bit quicker than Hornaday's does. There you see Skinner steadily on the move. Running good lap times now, but I just don't think he's got the time to pass it.
Mike Skinner, the point leader, looking for his 12th top 5 finish in 14 races. Every
time he has been in the top 10 this year, it has been a top 5 finish. He has had a phenomenal year.
16 to go. Don't forget, tonight, 10 p.m. East Coast time, the Knoxville National World of Outlaws Sprint Car Racing. You'll love it. There's your interval, 1st to 2nd. Now it's go back to battle for 5th, where Sedgwick in 75 is pulling down on Jack Sprague. The lap truck there is Frank Davis in the 0. This is 4th place. Mike Bliss is back in 6th, and Joe Ruttman 7th. Toby Butler 8th, Dave Resendiz 9th.
You know, Mike, I looked inside of Sedgwick's truck there. He's got the darkened full-face visor on. Everything was in bright sunshine when we started. The whole track's in the shade now. I wonder if it's any kind of visibility problem. Why don't he flip it up?
He's probably too busy.
Never too busy to see.
Okay.
That's one thing about this racetrack. It demands your attention all the way around. You don't get a break. There's no straightaways to just relax and just run down the straightaway.
4 straightaways and 4 corners. Here's the battle for 4th place. Jack Sprague having a very impressive debut in the Rick Hendrick Budweiser number 25. To the outside as they lapped John Kinder. Bill Sedgwick had the room out there, but Sprague came up and took it away as they moved on the lap truck. Next time by, 10 laps to go. 4th place battle here. Sprague's best finish was 5th at Tucson. So that number 25 truck, Sprague, is looking for his best finish of the season. Also on the lead lap, Toby Butler. There's a look at 64, Michael Dockett, who was on the lead lap. He got back on track after that crash into the wall, into the styrofoam block wall. 4th place battle right there. And there's Ruttman behind Mike Bliss. Has been able to climb only to about 7th place. And Toby Butler trying to hold off the number 7 of Dave Resendiz. That is back at 8th place.
Yeah, they've been having a heck of a battle for about the last 15 laps. In fact, 2 laps ago, Resendez got into Butler, turned him a little sideways, but he backed off and let him straighten the truck out. Got good battles all the way around the track here, not just up front. You see the leaders coming up on him there to put him a lap down.
Yeah, and Resendez, obeying the passing flag, is going to give Rick Corelli in the number 6 a bit of room. 7 laps to go. Now see if Resendez can tack on to Corelli and follow him past Toby Butler, who has got to move over for Corelli.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. Great call there, Mike. That's exactly the move he's going to try to make. I don't know if Butler's going to let him get away with it or not.
He's got the room.
No, he just didn't have the momentum carrying on down into turn 1.
Ooh.
Wow, boy.
Quite a move by Hornaday. We all took a sit back in the seat on that one.
Oh, yeah, we got a truck in trouble on the backstretch.
Big spin by 70. Is it 79?
Yeah, Jimmy Dick.
Yes.
And he spins around, keeps going, but the caution is out.
Caution with 5 laps to go. Jimmy Dick in the Universal Vans, number 79, out of El Paso, Texas. A dirt track sprint car ace, running his 8th asphalt race ever tonight at Flemington. Says to say hi to the folks in Texas.
Ah, partners.
So that brings out the caution at lap 145. The rule in this series, you must run the last 2 laps under green.
Now, who else does this bring into the equation? Truck number 3.
Give you a hint, it's the black truck, folks. 6-time winner Mike Skinner. There he is.
He's riding along thinking, man, I thought they never threw that caution. What took them so long?
That's not what Rick Corelli is thinking.
No. What? A caution for what? Now, when you're out there and you got a fast truck like Skinner's got, and you're slowly gaining on it, but you know you're running out of laps, you're hoping for a caution. You just hope that it's not you. Got what he wished for. We got the, as in Winston Cup racing, the last 10 laps, the restart, a single file, so
right.
those 3 trucks will be up front.
All right, now, Doug, you've won nearly 400 modified features and 4 championships here. What does Rick Corelli have to do these last few laps?
I think he's got to protect the bottom groove. If anybody's going to pass him, make him go around the outside.
We had a barn burner at Denver when Mike Skinner came up on Butch Miller. Miller gave Skinner the bottom at Denver, who got underneath him, but Miller was able to hold him off got back around and held him off by inches at the line. It was very different. Now, next on TNN, you'll see Opry Backstage, followed by the Grand Ole Opry Live. So catch all your favorite country music stars right here next on TNN. And then at 10 p.m., live World of Outlaw sprint car racing from Knoxville, Iowa, the Nationals.
We're going to have green flag, white flag, checkered flag. Let's remember those great restarts that Ron Hornaday's been getting when he was leading. Can he do that again?
Now, Mike Skinner is waving. They have waved off the restart this time. So we'll run 1 more lap of caution. All right, you're Ron Hornaday, Doug. You're in the 2nd place truck.
Well, if he's got enough confidence, he could roll right in on the outside and make that outside groove work. But I don't know.
That's a tall order.
But in doing that, does he jeopardize giving up 2nd place, Doug? Because Skinner's going to be right behind him. Does he have to protect the bottom also to hang on to 2nd?
Well, he's going to have he's got his hands full. Let me put it that way.
Well, remember what Doug Rickard said to Randy. Now, he's the crew chief for the car that you're riding with right now, Ron Hornaday. We're big picture racing. And the big picture is that right now, Ron Hornaday is 109 points behind Mike Skinner for the championship. So I think Hornaday in number 16 might be more concerned with the 3 truck than the 6.
And also those 5 points that he gets for finishing ahead of Skinner in the rundown. He's got to gain as many points every time as he can. If he can only get 5 tonight, that's what he's got to get.
Doug Rickard, Banjo Grim up on the toolbox. And Randy's in the pit of Mike Skinner, but here we go. 2 laps. Green is out. Good restart for Corelli. No granny gear in that 6 truck.
All that speculation was we're not. They both done. Look at the move. Look at this. Wow, Hornaday just shot right up onto the rear tailgate. And he's going under him. Something wrong with Corelli. He just didn't get down. He didn't protect the bottom.
They don't touch. Clean, hard knuckle racing. 1 lap to go. Hornaday up front.
Wow. I can't believe that.
No point racing here, folks. Or last chance. And you saw The 6 truck tried the bottom. They made a little contact. Here comes Skinner. Checkered flag. Ron Hornaday to win it sideways. Whoa! Boy, they love their stock car racing here in New Jersey, and they gotta love super truck racing. What a finish.
That is amazing. Ron Hornaday has got to be one of the smartest drivers in any form of racing right now. He saw a hole, he took advantage of it, and look what it did for him.
That was so good, we got to show it to you again. But first, we'll take this break. We'll be right back to Flemington after this.
Exclusive coverage of the Stevens Beil 150 on TNN is brought to you by Pep Boys Automotive Super Center.
Let's show it. That is not Sammy Swindell leaving to go to Knoxville, folks, but let's show it to you one more time. And Doug Hoffman, what happened here?
Well, I'll tell you, you can see Rick just let the truck slide up a little bit and just allowed him to get underneath you. I told you he needed to protect the bottom. Maybe he was a little loose. Maybe that's why he got a little high, but that's all it took.
Glenn Hornaday did just what he did on the initial start of the race. Jumped to the bottom and went.
Absolutely. Remember I said on those restarts, he's quick. He's right out of the chute. He's as fast as anybody. He saw just a little bit of a hole there. You see Corelli get back up on the outside of there. He had nothing for him on the outside. Then he's got to worry about Skinner coming up on the inside. But like Doug says, and they make a little contact there coming off of Ford.
Doug Hoffman, thanks for joining us. You got a modified race to run. We'll let you out of here, but we're very glad to have you up here with us. And let's go to
Thanks.
Chevy trucks. The most dependable, longest lasting trucks on the road take you to victory lane. Here's Randy.
On top of that, this win is congratulations to the Chevy teams, it says, for winning the inaugural manufacturer's trophy for the series. But nonetheless, Ron Hornaday, a heck of a last couple laps. I know you needed that caution. You got it. You stuck it in there and won this race.
I really appreciate that. You know, I'm sure glad we got to wrap this up for Chevrolet. They were pulling for Skinner and I to win this thing. And, you know, I thought we didn't have nothing for Corelli. And he ended up that yellow came out. He slipped up on that last corner there. It gave me enough just the way I did, you know, when I slipped up. But I got to say thanks to Papa John's Chevrolet Action Collectibles. I mean, they're #1 in diecast. And, you know, get your tires. Look at these tires. I mean, we could have just ran forever on these tires. It's great.
Give us a blow-by-blow. How did you believe it when it opened up there and you could go inside them?
Well, I didn't believe the yellow flag, and I knew I was pretty good off yellows. Our truck was a little tight, chattered in the front tire, and every time I got off the gas, it snapped the rear loose with a locker. So when I seen that yellow, I said, oh, great, that's what we need. Let's get a couple laps under there and keep going. But I didn't think we had this one, and that yellow came out. He pushed up a little bit, hit that bump coming off of whatever corner that called. I think it's one big corner here. But, no, I just got to thank everybody, and you know, to get back underneath them and get it for the green-white checkered, it's a great deal. And, you know, Snap-on tools. And, you know, Craftsman's been a big part of this deal. And I keep forgetting to say them because they're a big series sponsors of it. But Craftsman does a heck of a job to support this whole deal. And, you know, NASCAR and the Super Truck Series. And, you know, you guys come out here and do what you're doing. It's great. Appreciate it.
And, of course, you've got a couple of great car owners in Teresa and Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, Teresa and Dale Earnhardt, they're the greatest. I hope they're watching this. And hi, everybody. And I just got to say hi to the guys back at my shop. They do a great job keeping that going. I haven't been there for 6 months, but everything else, it's been great.
Let me weave over this way. Congratulations from Rick Corelli. Rick, we talked about you protecting the bottom. I know you wanted to protect the bottom. You were thinking about it. It didn't happen. What happened?
It didn't happen. I mean, my truck took about 3 laps to get going, and then it checked out. Other than that, it was just loose. You know, we were just a little off on restarts, and, you know, that's one of the things. We had a restart there at the end, and, you know, Ronnie got a good run coming off there, got up underneath me, got me loose like I got him loose. You know, I got sideways down low, and that's it. If we didn't have that yellow at the end, would have been good. I didn't mean to get him at the end, but I was just, mad.
Congratulations on a good run for Rick Corelli as well. Mike Skinner.